Thank you. Thank you.
Shalom. Shalom, Rav.
Shalom, shalom, Tzaddik. How are we?
Shalom.
How are you?
Madagascar. Tout va bien, merci, Rav.
Ma? Madagascar. Ah!
Je m'appelle
Do you speak
Madagascar. J'habite à Madagascar.
Madagascar? Madagascar.
Oui. Madagascar.
Do you speak English? Because I only know a few words in French. Merci beaucoup is one of the Merci beaucoup is one of the words. Further than that, I struggle to learn.
Thank you.
Do you speak English?
No. No.
No.
I don't speak in English.
Ah, okay. When it's getting difficult, no problem. Besot Hashem, you take what you take.
Yes,
Okay. Besot Hashem. Besot Hashem. What is your name?
My name is Yehoshua.
Ben?
Yehoshua.
Ben Yoshua. Ah, okay, that's good. Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome to our limud.
Thank you, Rav. Thank you.
Welcome to our limud and shalom lekulam. Should have started with that. Shalom lekulam. Happy once again to be with you, learn Torah together. The sages discovered that for one to be a teacher is also made a teacher by his student. Not that you make him, but you make him to get more Torah out of his student. and they bring to you somewhere. So we have we skip halakha for today. We go to our main limud. I wanted to start with the subject of our limud yesterday. It's an introduction to what we are going to deal with now. Yesterday, the parsha of this week is Toldot. Ari HaKadosh starts with, in that chapter 25, Parsha Toldot, Pasuk 20, or Kaf Aleph, 21. Ari HaKadosh starts with this word, as you can see on the board.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom, shalom, Tzaddik. Ma shlomcha? Are you well?
Yes, Rabbi, I'm well. Thank you. Be'ezrat Hashem, we're doing well.
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. I'm glad
Baruch
to hear
Hashem.
from you. Welcome to
Shalom.
our limud.
Thank you, Rabbi.
So, as an introduction to what we are going to learn today, I wanted to start with Ari HaKadosh's choice of words. Ari HaKadosh, the parsha of this week, or this week's parsha, Toldot, he begins his teaching with a pasuk under that chapter in the parsha, Toldot. Pasuk Kaf Aleph, meaning 21. And this is the word, Vaeter, is the word that he starts with. And for those who have been, those who follow it to the end where we have stopped yesterday, and the best of Hashem, we will come back to this because we haven't exhausted, to the best of our ability, the teaching of Ari HaKadosh on that specific parsha, on that specific book. Sha'ara Pesukim. Ari HaKadosh was discussing only about all his focus, among other things. He was focusing on these two letters, the first two letters. What are these two letters? This otiot, Vav Yud. Vav Yud and I believe that he is going to lead us what I'm about to say is where Ari HaKadosh is going to lead us in his teaching when it comes to these two letters. And we left off where Ari HaKadosh saying, talking about the letter Aleph, that it has got two Yudin and the one Vav in their middle. And he says, this is also a hint. It has got also to do with Parnasa. Not Parnasa, Shefa. Yeah, Parnasa. And what I'm about to say probably is where Ari HaKadosh is also going to lead us when we return to the Parsha of the week. May not be today, but better Hashem in the course of the week. These are two letters, because I'm going to use a few things to use some of the aspect of these two letters in my limud. because it's for those who have attended Rabbi Pinchas's limud today, this morning, much, not much, everything that he taught from Ben Shai's teaching, many of those aspects are from here. The only thing is, we do not have an idea what this represents. We go on the other side. Okay, let's get it started. We have got the name Havaya, right? Yod, Hey, Vav, the last Hey. The two letters that Ariya Kadosh was focused in this word. What is, maybe perhaps I should explain this word. What does this word really mean? Maybe I should get the Chumash and see what is being rendered. What is being rendered by the Torah scholars. 21, Pasuk 21. Entreated, besieging, not supplicating. When you are entreating, you are kind of praying for somebody. You are beseeching somebody's favor. You are besieging for somebody's favor. In other words, meaning you are also kind of surrendering, you are submitting, because when you are entreating, from your perspective, you become vulnerable. You realize that internal realization that you simply can do nothing. So then you are appealing to the higher, not being, but a higher authority. A higher authority. I'm also lack of word when it comes to, because we are too much materialistic, because the societies, the system under Esav conditions us to look at the divine in like a human form, like they said in a Umot Olam, in the world. I'm the image of God. So, meaning, if you ask, does God eat? Oh yes, he eat. Many of them, yes, because a human being has got all these faculties. Does God have got all these? No. Shalom. But the Torah speaks in the language of men, according to the Chazal. They said the Torah speaks in the language of men so that he can relate it to. So entreat, the word entreat, or submitting, or surrendering, it comes from the inner reflection that, number one, you own nothing. Because everything that you seem to think that they are yours, And truly, they are not yours. They were just given to you, everything. And this is much. It has been taught by Rabbi Pinchas this morning, and we are going to add a few things. So now, the name Havaya, the two letters that Arya Kadosh started discussing when he elaborated the gematria value of the word Adanut, the milui of that name Adanut, the gematria value will give you this word. But we are not going there. We are starting with these two letters. As you can see, in the name of all these two letters are found into the name Havaya. For those who have been following the Limud of Rabbi Pinchas, I think last week, you would remember, he said, in the name Havaya, there are only two lights that are close to all that we can relate it to as human beings. What are those lights? The last hey of the name Havaya and the Vav. Right. Now, but in the name Havaya, we have got it Yod and the Vav. The letters that Arya Kadosh was discussing or teaching us about yesterday. What are these two letters? The nature of these two letters are masculine. What do they have to do with anything? Yes. If I take this, each of these letters into Patsufim or a Patsuf, face, then you would know that this is Abba. Abba. And this is Za. Vav is Za. Again. Not again. Masculine. And this two hey we know that the hey, the first hey is Ima. We know that. I wanted to believe we know. Ima. What is the last hey? We can say this is the daughter. The daughter. Only what you can also say it's a wife to Za, if you like. It's also referred to Malchut. We know that. We are familiar with that. At that level, we know. Now, so we know that maybe before I come there, let's go to what I have sent in the group. But before I get to the pages in the group, turn with me if you have got your Siddur. Turn with me to Pirkei Avot, the Mishnah. The Mishnah on the Pirkei Avot, translated as the Ethics of the Fathers. Chapter 2, not chapter 2, I beg pardon. Chapter 4. In the Mishnah 1, in the Mishnah 1. In there, in that mission, in the Mishnah 1, we see one Tanaim. I mean one Tana, not a Tanaim. Tanaim is when there are many. One Tana, Ben Zoma. He addresses a number of aspects by questioning who is a strong person, who is what, and who is what. And the answers are given. But there is one specific aspect or one point, not one point, but there is one question that I wanted to deal with. And it comes with a question. And it reads as follows. I said to chapter 4 in the Mishnah 1, Pirkei Avot. Ezehu, Ashir, translated as who is rich? Who is rich? And the answer was also given. Hasameach bechelko, shenemar, a person who is happy in his portion. Are we be granted to portion in this world? Yes. Each one of us is granted to portion. Your daily portion, your yearly portion, whatever time you have in this world, your portion is granted. Whether it's on a daily basis or on a hourly basis, that portion is granted. We have now the Mishnah. The best of Hashem, we will come back to the Mishnah. We are taking information for a while, looking at these two letters. May not be both of them, but we will deal with one, which is Vav. The Vav that we see in the name Havaya. How do we spell masculine? The masculine form, because Hebrew language, and I saw some languages in the world, apart from English, they even said English is the poorest language. I like one head of state in one of African countries. He has amassed he's knowledgeable in African languages. And he said, for example, in Africa, we needed to have a language. And they proposed what that language should be. And they also said what I have said a second ago, that English is a poor language, just like in other languages. Why did I say that? It's because I don't think at my level, I'm also learning. In English, I did not see the gender issues when it comes to letters. You, the word you, can you apply it to all genders? Female and the male and the female. It's not in Hebrew. Everything in this world is exactly created that way. And because we have got a concept that everything is within everything, there is nothing, there is no masculine without an aspect of nekeva within it, meaning masculine without feminine aspect within it. Even if sometimes we become brute. What is masculine in Hebrew? It's written Zayin, Kaf, Resh. 3 letters. You see them? 3 letters. And what is the and you remember in the name Havaya you do have got a 2 masculine. But I choose this specific one because that is where I am. If you are a female, do not feel offended. What is about to come? The Torah still will answer you. Will answer us. Just as we have been saying it, and we keep on teaching it to the best of Hashem, to the best of our ability. What Hakadosh Baruch Hu is giving us through our masters, through all the ages, to this very day, and the best of Hashem to the future. We do not just simply take it at the face value. Every word, we don't just simply take it at the face value. So that's why. Let's go to Gematria. What is the Gematria value of this word? We know. By now, we are accustomed to know the basic Gematria values of letters, Hebrew letters. We know Resh is 200. We know that. And the Kaf is 20. And the Zayin is 7. So in other words, the Gematria value of the word itself is 227. 227. Which also corresponds to the same Gematria value of the word bracha. What is bracha? Let's look at the word bracha quickly. The word bracha, which people call or translate as blessing. Bracha, bracha, this is how you spell bracha, the word bracha. What is the Gematria value of this? We see, as we know the basic Gematria value of these letters. They can become complicated, but this is a simple one. This is simple one. Is the same Gematria value. 227. What does that all mean? What does that all mean? Does it mean that the blessing? Okay, maybe I should ask you first before we get to the pages I have sent to you, all in the group. Does it mean the bracha or the blessings only come from all through the masculine? What about the feminine? And what is truly bracha? How do we define a bracha, blessing? What is blessing? When you look at the world, our world, how people define blessings, even when they, not even, when they possess things that they have acquired through many forms of, either this can be illegal, or this can be of violence, or this can be through deceit, or this can be fraudulency, all exploitation of others through different ways and different means. When we gain a profit out of the misfortune of others, other people call it a blessing. No. If one has listened very carefully to what Rabbi Pinchas was teaching this morning, it's unfortunate that you did not get those are not the bracha. Not that those are not the bracha. What you have is not truly a bracha. A bracha can only be a bracha when it comes to you through this form. We know, but we know also that, like what the Kohelet has said. Kohelet said, who created this side is the same one who created the other side. What does that mean? It means there is a world of Klippa which is opposite the world of Kedusha. Meaning, just as you have got the world of holiness, you do also have got the opposite world, which we, in the Torah world, we call it the world of Klippa. It can also shower you with whatever you are asking, but it is from the other side. In the pages that I have just I've just sent to you from different Masechetot, I found also that something that my Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Pinchas, taught us some time ago. He said, as a Jew, I should be careful. But in the Masechet it says there's a discussion of a Jew not getting money from the uncircumcised. If uncircumcised person, meaning a non-Jew, I should not take money from him. But the discussion went on further to say, what if he is circumcised? Again, the discussion went on to say, no, don't take. I mean, not take, don't accept money from them. What does that mean? Because we know, according to Ben Shchai, Arya Kadosh, and the others outside there, I've got only a specific Mesorah to follow, and that of Arya Kadosh. Others also have it taught probably the same thing. The non-Jewish world or nations, they are klipa. They are klipa. Klipa does not mean it's a bad thing. Understand me correctly, because we are being listened to worldwide by anybody. It does not mean that because you are not a Jew, you are bad. Chas shalom. No. You are also a creation of God for a specific purpose. So is a Jew. According to Ben Shchai said, we were brought into this world to put a spiritual structure in this world. But if I accept money from the Klippa, rest be assured that I am bringing something, the aspect of Klippa into the world of holiness. It should be the opposite. In my view, it should be the opposite. I know that the Gemara went on further, where I did not reach it as yet. We, the Jews, must be careful that we do not also sound demeaning. When they offer us, we should not sound demeaning in their eyes, because it may create problems. Let's go to what I have said earlier about the pages before we come to this. Let's say, little bit address the feminine aspect, for you to enable you follow me and follow me closely. What is the word feminine in Hebrew? Nekeva is a feminine. How do we spell nekeva? Is a nun. Nun, kuf, bet, and hey. Shalom, Rabbi. How are you? Sorry. I didn't greet you when you came in. I didn't want it to lose my thought process. So, nekeva. When you look at nekeva, it's a very, very, very broad concept. But go with me to the Masechet Nida. Maseket Nida. Daf. Lamed Aleph. Bet. Meaning page 31. B. Bet. B. It reads as follows. And that will lead us to the end of our limud. The Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, Amar Rabbi Amai, Kivan, Sheba Zachar, Sheba Zachar. Again, if you follow, it speaks about Zachar or Zachor. This this name of which the gematria value is 227. Shebo Zachar Ba'olam, Ba Shalom Ba'olam. Shenema Yeshayahu 16 in the verse 1. Read it with your time. Shalchu Char Moshel Eret Zachor Ze Char or Kar. Translation. And the Rabbi Yitzchak says that Rabbi, well, is saying what Rabbi Ami has said, meaning he's quoting. Says that Rabbi Ami says, when a male Zachar comes into the world, that is, when a male baby is born, peace comes into the world. As it is stated, send the lambs, Char, for the ruler of the land. This Char or Kar, the same letters, a gift. It's a gift. One sends the ruler, contribute to the stability of the government and the peace. And the word male, Zachor or Zachar, can be interpreted homiletically as abbreviation of what? Zekar. We take information and we get there. We go to the Mishnah thereafter. Vayomer Rabbi Yitzchak Devi Ravi Ami Ba Zachar Aolam Ba Kechro Beado Zachor Ze Kar Dechitiv Melachim Bet. Melachim meaning kings, 2 Kings, chapter 6, and the pasuk 23. Rabbi Yitzchak from the school of Rabbi Ami says, when a male comes into the world, his loaf of bread, that is his sustenance, comes into his possession. Hey, if you follow the limud or the shiur of Rabbi Pinchas, it will not be difficult for you to understand this. And you will desist from this mindset Esav has given us, that it is out of the power, my strength, which the Torah in a Devarim, at the very, very, very beginning of Devarim, Moshe want Bnei Israel, when you get there into the land, and you acquire possession, meaning you increase. Do not say in your heart, it's because of my strength that I have acquired this. Do not say that. We continue. Here, the Gemara discusses. A male provide him for himself. For this is based on the above mentioned interpretation of the male Zachor. It's an abbreviation of this is Kar or Zachar. And the term Kar refers to sustenance, as it is written. And he prepared great provision. Kara. Just look at in Hebrew, you will find the word Kara. Kaf, Resh, Hey. For them, who you follow the story about the Navi Elisha, when the Aramean troops came. The servant wanted to take a din and draw a sword and kill them. Said no, let them sit. The word used there is kara. In the same maseket, on top there. Okay, I'll make it fast. What about if this is, if through or when a male boy or a child or a baby is born, brings peace into the world, what about the opposite? Is the opposite, what is the opposite? Meaning, this can be my wife, this can be my daughter, this can be my mom, and so forth. Do they not bring peace? Are they not also coming with their sustenance? Let's see. The next Gemara. It says, Nikva, as I have written here, Nekeva Ein Ama Klum. Nekva Nikia Ba'ad de Amra. Mezone Lo Yavi La Dechitiv. Bereshit, chapter 30. Bereshit Lamed, meaning Bereshit chapter 30. In the Pasuk, what Pasuk? 28, Kafchet. Koach, Nekeva, Kracha alai ve'atna. Translated as, by contrast, when a female comes into the world, nothing. What does that mean, nothing? No sustenance comes with her. What? This is derived from a homiletic interpretation of the word. The female, nekeva, is an abbreviation for the phrase, she comes clean. Nekia ba'a, meaning empty. Furthermore, until she says, give me sustenance. People do not give her, as it is written. It's written, is proven on the case of Lavan, the father-in-law of Yaakov. Lavan used the word nokva, which is, according to the sages, is similar to the word nekeva. When he said that he would pay Yaakov only if he explicitly demand his wage, he used the word nokva, that is nekeva. We end here. Let's end here. Because of our time, let's go back to the Mishnah. Now we have taken information here. There is much to this, much more to this, and later. Rabbi Pinchas taught us many times, and I personally experienced that too. The first thing people would ask you in the world of Shidduchim, first, what were you doing? What was I doing? Yeah, what were you doing in your former country? I did answer someone. I said, I was cleaning windows and the floors. Look at me and said, please, I beg, you must have been this and this and this and this. I'm trying to discourage these questions because it's not appropriate. Because they wanted to project what could have been possible in your lifetime, your lifestyle. What could have been possible? What could have been your life standard? What was your earning then? They wanted to project that. Now, this is common everywhere among humans, not only in your own localities or the place. Human beings, we are too conditioned to think that it's out of the merit, like what we have covered yesterday. Ariya Kadosh is on a parsha, on the part of some aspect of the parsha of this week. Ariya Kadosh talk about it. It's not in the merit of you being so-called educated. As a matter of fact, education that we talk about, education in our days, not even in our days. For thousands of years, what we call education is is coming from a system that Rabbi Pinchas taught you about today. I have got my qualification. I have got a connection. I have this. I'm so expert in that. It's not in the merit of those that you get wealth or you get well-to-do. It's not out of that. And yes, I admit, not that I admit that there are so many wealth people outside there. But the question is, how did you come there? Like, for example, in the country of my birth, there's a number of rich people. Save me, I will not mention your name, but I know you, many of you, I know you too well. You are told, and because many of you are being showered with, when I visited Namibia, I'm not demeaning, I'm not discrediting you, I'm not discrediting anyone behind it, but I'm just saying it's a delusion. That practice is based on delusion and based on the system that has been in place for thousands of years. Every person I knew and I know in Namibia, in a business fraternity, everyone is a doctor. And then you ask, what is this doctor is all about? No, it's because, well, he said it's because of his contribution to society, so he must be given that honor. Do you really have to be called a doctor to qualify your contribution to a society? No, because you have been doing that without it. What is so special about this thing called PhD, doctor, in what? Is the system that has made that conditions us to say it's only when you are called this you are important. It's only when you are you are perceived and seen and noticed that you have got this and that it to a certain extent opens the doors. Communities regard you as a rich person. That being said, is it true the rich referred to in our Torah? Is it the true, the rich that is discussed in a Pirkei Avot? Is it through your acquiring this and that, honor, what papers, and all this? No. It says the moment a child, male child, is coming to the world, the sustenance of this child is also accompanying this child. Even the milk that comes through the mother, all that is being produced in the body of the mother, that also accompanied the child. What about the woman? Some guys will run. Some guys will run. I'll 5 minutes or so. No, less than 5 minutes. Then I'm done. So, sorry. Thank you. Sorry for that technical problem we experienced here. We are now back again online. We are drawing closer to the end of our limud. Let's go to our Mishnah, the Mishnah that we have started with. I just wanted to, the answer that was given there, who is rich? If you include the word shenemar, as it is said, okay? The initial letters of those 3 words, the initial letters. The initial letters of Hasameach is hey. This is my chidush. When again, this is how I was taught to look at Hebrew word from different angles. And this is one of the common angles that I want to use. Hasameach bechelko, in his portion. It's such bet. Shenemar with shin. What is the gematria value of this Rosh Tevot? It's 307. Im otiot, meaning with the letters, individual letters of the word. Then we have got 3 letters, where we have got 310. Who can remember that? We know the tzaddik or the tzaddikim. We are told by the Chazal that the tzaddikim it's tzaddik, a righteous person, will have this wealth, will inherit 310 wealth. But if you are not happy in your present condition, will you be able to acquire this? Certainly not. Then if you are not happy, where is that voice come from? Certainly, Blessed Hashem, we will come back. Where does it come from? That voice is the same voice that Rabbi Pinchas gave you the hint, or not just gave you a hint. He taught you this morning. He taught us this morning. What did he say? We know exactly who is on the other side. In the heat, they are all these forces on the other side, meaning the other side of Kedusha. The other side of Kedusha, they are the most one, not the most one, are responsible, giving, controlling the systems, whether your system is called what. As long as it acquires as long as you acquire things, not really through the system, Havaya, it's unfortunate that you are under those forces. And you cannot dream to acquire, not to acquire, to become a tzaddik or to become tzaddikim in order to enable you acquire this level. Again, I don't want to get into detail. This does not only refer to the wealth, not only to that. There's a hidden message also in this 310. We will end here for today. Sod of Shefa. We will continue tomorrow. We will explain, but maybe I will do female disadvantage if I did not end with this. When the Chazal are saying that a woman does not come with, or comes with, or she comes empty, or she comes here empty, it does not mean that you cannot earn for yourself. Just as like a woman has got also the power to change the gender of a child, meaning unborn, from a specific time after the conception, only within a specific time. A woman has got also that power to change that, or not to change, to have that, the gender of that baby, not a baby, but is it a baby? Unborn? No? Whatever. The baby, unborn child, within a specific period after the conception, she could cause heaven to change the gender. The same way, a woman can also come to a level of earning whatever she wants to earn out of her own, or for her own. So, in other words, it's not a demeaning. It's chash v'shalom. Chash v'shalom that be a demeaning. And it's not to discredit women. It's not to underrate women. No. B'ezrat Hashem, we will come back to this subject. We will come back to this subject because that has also created problems in many families. Particularly, it doesn't matter whether in a Torah observant families, you find also aspect of this discomfort, this mindset that it's my money. Whoever earns money is looking at the other and said, well, do you know that I'm the one who is paying for this house? No. Be slow. Be very, very slow to, don't to be fast. It could be that it's in his merit, even if it's not, if he's not working, because a man should really work in the Torah. In the Torah, then everything that comes to a woman or to come to his family is his merit of studying Torah. But also, I send you to your father's house. If you don't, we see this, we see this in communities. No, it's your mitzvah to provide for her too. It's your mitzvah. Thank you very much for affording me this opportunity to share with you. I end here, and the Sod of Shefa, we meet tomorrow. Next. No? Oh. Once again, thank you very much, and Yom Tov. If there's any question,
No, Rabbi, thank you.
Question to us.
Question to us.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch
Le'olam,
Adonai
amen
Le'olam,
ve'amen.
amen ve'amen.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you very much,
Thank you very much,
Anna.
Toda, Rabbi.
Toda,
Toda, Rabbi Tzaddik.
It was good to learn with
To
you.
learn with you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
How do I get
How do I get out of this?
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.